his trade in the shadow of Willie Miller until Willie Miller was injured last season. Now a regular in the Aberdeen lineup, 25 years old, playing beside his international teammate Alec McLeish. And John Robertson too has been waiting for a long time for this opportunity to show that he can demonstrate striking ability at international level. The top scorer in the Premier Division last season with 22 goals for Hearts. He'll be determined to make an early impact on this international scene. So there's the Romanian lineup. You'll see there Hadji listed as captain. It was Lung who actually led the side out, but some top-class talent in that lineup. We saw them in the World Cup: Lupescu, Hadji, Klein, Rotariu, the playmaker, and up front, of course, Lakatush, the principal danger to Andy Gorham in the Scottish goal. So Georgi Hadji was the player who made the biggest impact in the transfer market. £3.5 million he cost when Real Madrid signed him, and he was one of the players who made up a total of £14 million of outward transfers after the Romanian Revolution. There's the man who made such an early impact in the World Cup finals. Marius Lakatush also has left his home country, now plays for Fiorentina, and he cost £2 million. So the referee, small in stature, but we understand very determined and a strong disciplinarian, and he will have an important role in the early stages of this match. So Scotland anticipating a very quick start, and the up and atom tactics, which were so well received in the World Cup match against Sweden, may be copied tonight. There's Ali McCoist out to the left touchline, looking for that long early ball from Alec McLeish. So it's the first international sponsored by White and Mackay, the new SFA arrangement. So all set to savour the start of the match, with the Romanians getting an early touch of the ball, playing it across their back four. The back four which has Popescu here, number 6, and on the near side Petrescu, who didn't play in Italy. Hadji playing it forward. Hadji again trying to find space on the Romanian right. There's Paul McStay going back to win possession. And an early touch for Andy Gorham. Good play by McStay defensively. So here goes McCoist, closely followed all the way there by his marker Sandoy. Here's Robert Connor. Now McLeod. Robertson getting his first touch. Pass goes astray. Back with Sandoy again. Kamataru trying to turn. Robertson keeping the ball in play. Here's Modern McLeod. Once again, the loose ball falling to a Romanian in the middle of the field. Here's Petrescu. Lakatush offering himself short ahead. Space though, right in the middle of the field for Rotariu. And it's all figure there of Lupescu. The Scots funneling back now to defend. What a small pass, stretching his neck muscles there to get his head to that, but Petrescu was happy to accept the first corner kick of the match for Romania. So Lakatush makes his way to the 6-yard box. Some of the tall centre-backs coming forward, Popescu and Sandoy. So McLeish and Irvine pick them up inside the Scottish penalty area. Headed away there by McKimmie at the near post. McLeish trying to complete the clearance. All the Scots are back, including John Robertson, who made that clearance. Lupescu playing it wide. Here's Klein. Once again, only 2 Scots left upfield, Robertson and McCoist. The Romanians settle into their passing system. There's Kamataru. And a fine clearing header there from McKimmie. Mathiut was waiting for that. So an impressive start from the Romanians, are very comfortable in possession. Hadji has license clearly to go all over the field. Lakatush trying to control that, appeared to nudge Malpass. The referee saw nothing amiss. It's back with Hadji on his left foot. Tremendous power there from Hadji, but excellent positioning by Andy Gorham in goal. Well, just the kind of opening the Scottish defence doesn't want to leave Hadji. Look at this, going onto his very powerful left foot, and Gorham took that at the second attempt. Here's Murdo McLeod escorting that behind, and he's misjudged that. The referee has given a corner kick. McLeod looks disbelievingly towards the referee, but that cuts no ice with Senor Aspetarte, the Spanish referee. Darius Lakatush goes across to take the corner, and certainly an impressive opening from the Romanians. There's plenty of movement inside the box among the Romanian players. Scrambled away there off the shoulders of Gary McAllister. Here's Lupescu, helped by Petrescu, and Andy Gorham escorts that behind for the goal kick. But an alarming start for the Scots, Billy.
Well, certainly a very nervous start, and I think one thing is indicated right away, that it's not casualness that these Romanians have, it's confidence, because they started their passing game, they had confidence to take the ball down, they had confidence to pass it across the back, and we've already seen the threat that Hadji offers with that left foot of his. We've got to watch him in and around the box.
Good early challenge there from Irvin on Lakatush. Applause again for Paul McStay. Gary McAllister is playing wide on the right side of the Scottish midfield. There's John Robertson, supported well by Murdo McLeod, looking for a shooting chance himself, as well stopped by McLeod, and Lung made heavy weather of that in the Romanian goal. Some very determined play here from Murdo McLeod, fighting for possession, easing himself into that shooting position, and Lung was scrambling.
It was an excellent reply by Scotland, and Murdo's got a tremendous shot. Like Hadji, it may be a competition of shots, Jock, and Murdo might just come out on top if he gets the opportunity.
Sandoy again for Romania. There's plenty of patience among the Romanians. This is Popescu playing it forward. Malpass lofting it. So out it goes again for the throw to Scotland, which Maurice Malpass will take, playing his 38th international for Scotland. McCoy's trying to find space, and the referee gives the free kick for the push from the back by Sandoy. So the free kick will be taken by Robert Connor. Robertson made a run, not being allowed to make any progress there. It was Lupescu who was his marker for that free kick. John Robertson trying to settle into the international arena, but he has a very tough task tonight against the top-class side. And remember, a depleted Scottish team this. Only 3 of these Scottish players were in the opening lineup in the World Cup finals in Italy. McLeish, Malpass and McStay. Good header there by Irvin. Here's Petrescu. McLeod in quickly there with that challenge on Rotario. Bit of carelessness there in defence, and the Scots pick it up again. McKimmie made the challenge. Here's Paul McStay, and McCoist was caught just offside. Well, McCoy is certainly looking very lively and eager up front for Scotland. So some good challenges there made by the Scots, McKimmie in particular. Look at Paul McStay now releasing the pass, but McCoist was clearly offside. So Alec McLeish with the free kick, earning his 73rd cap tonight. Only Kenny Dalglish has more. There's John Robertson trying to get in behind the Romanian defence. Promising move again from the Scots. And the corner kick greeted by the Scottish fans behind Lung in the Romanian goal. Gary McAllister and Murdo McLeod together. McLeod sends it in towards the near post. Hadji taking the ball for a run, chased by Paul McStay. McAllister also gets back. Here's Rotario. Rotario again. Lies just in front of his defence, the principal playmaker from that area for Romania. Here's Lakatush. Back from Popescu to Petrescu. There's Sandoy. Well, the Scottish fans expressing their disapproval for this play from the Romanians. Cross now with Klein. Popescu again. Scored for PSV Eindhoven in Holland at the weekend, making the former England manager Bobby Robson very happy. So the Scots quite prepared to allow the Romanian back four to have as much possession as they want. Cross it comes again to Popescu. Just 22 years old, earning his 23rd cap tonight. Petrescu making the run, McLeish goes across to ensure there's no opening. And goal kick to Scotland. So there's the aerial shot of Hampden Park, and the Scots have in reserve their substitutes. Campbell Money is the replacement goalkeeper, not Jim Leighton. Then there's Tom Boyd, Pat Nevin, John Collins and Robert Fleck. Jim McInally was not considered because of a lingering knee injury. There's Maurice Malpass. Popescu's header. It's picked up now by McLeod, and now Connor. A very impressive start to the season for Aberdeen, Connor. And Ali McCroy's putting himself about, trying to win possession. But it's the Romanians again who are enjoying plenty of the ball inside their own half. Here's Hadji. Martin McLeod has clearly been delegated the task of getting close to Hadji whenever the Romanians come forward. This is Lakatush. Trying a delicate ball through a gap which wasn't there. There's good running by Connor. And a good recovery made by Mathiot. This is Rotario. A long run the far side from Klein, the fullback. Put under pressure there by McKimmie, and that forced the error. Malpass made sure of the fact that Lakatush couldn't take any advantage of that. So good running there by Klein, Michael Klein, who now plays at Uerdingen in West Germany. The Romanian left back, a very experienced player. So the Romanians have on the bench experienced men like Rednich, Ballant, Sabau and Baricau, and the goalkeeper is Stelia. So it's a very impressive lineup in reserve for the Romanians, Billy.
Yes, it is, Joe. I thought Ballant was one of the better players in Italy, and he's not even on the starting lineup.
Good pass there again from Paul McStay. Robertson doing a little bit of wrestling there as he tried to find a way through. So Robertson has been penalised, but it's been an impressive opening for your own club skipper Paul McStay, Billy.
Yes, I think the impressive aspect of the Scots start is that after those first couple of minutes, they've got to grips with the game, and particularly in midfield, I felt Murdo McLeod and Paul McStay have been very aggressive there, and we've had a shot from Murdo, we had a pass through Charlie McCoy from Paul, so we're not sitting back and allowing them to control the game, and I think that's important to us tonight.
Here's Klein again for Romania. Educated left foot. Here's Mathiot. Oh, Hadji has dropped deep. Away from McLeod. That's superb play from Hadji. Well, one of the problems for the Scots in preparing for the match, Billy, was the fact they had no idea where Hadji might play, because he does seem to have a free rein.
Yes, he does, and the interesting thing for me, a new manager has changed the system. I saw them in Italy, as I've mentioned. They played a straightforward 4-4-2. They're playing three at the back, and I think that's obviously to release the big lad Popescu, who's very good going forward. Not only is he a good defender, but he's very, very good going forward.
Yes, Lupescu wearing 11 is the marker for John Robertson, but here's Hadji coming forward, showing his shooting power on the right. Petrescu released from that defensive chore to move forward into midfield. Here's Lakatush. Oh, that's superb play, taking the ball in one movement on the run. There's Petrescu, and turned in on the 6-yard line by Kamataru. It's the ideal start for the Romanians, and it was a goal created by the genius of Lakatush on the right flank. Superb pass thrown out to the right. Now just look at the way Lakatush controls this and races past Valpas in the one movement, pulls it back for Petrescu, and there was Kamataru, played onside by Alec McLeish.
Magnificent pass and terrific control, good composure, gets to the byline, looks up, says here you are, you have a go. Miskicked the shot, but his colleagues there to put it in the nets. It makes life difficult for us now.
Well, just to start, the Scots were hoping to avoid, but we have seen some real quality in this Romanian lineup. Free kick given against Paul McStay. Well, the kind of top-class creative ability demonstrated there by Lakatush in particular, and certainly no blame attached to Andy Gorham in the Scottish goal for that. Scots were stripped wide open whenever Lakatush left Malpass for dead on the right. Trying again there, but Malpass heads into touch.
You know, Jock, they've changed the system, the Romanians, but they're pushing Hagi much further forward, and I've seen him saw him playing in Italy. And the little lad Rotario is going to become the playmaker. He's commentating off his back three, and he's a very, very good player as well. So they really have got some quality players.
There's Gary McAllister releasing that early ball for McCoist. McCoist's marker is Sandoy. It's Sandoy with McCoist, with Lupescu marking Robertson. The spare man is Popescu. Here's Stuart McKimmie. And the Scots would welcome an early reply. It's not coming in that move. Matthew trying to find a way through. Murdo McLeod getting back. There's Malpass, and Paul McStay collects from his back four. McCoy's turning that neatly for McLeod. There goes Robertson, and the marker was Lupescu. Robertson not quite having the explosive pace he would have required to escape that challenge from Lupescu. Here's Hagi, now deep on the right. Lakatush. That's a good tackle by Irvine, but the ball lands at the feet of Hagi, and that's bad news for Scotland. Always looking for a shooting chance from long range, Georgi Hagi. He has found the net 15 times for his country. But the top goal scorer for Romania is Rodion Kamataru, who had scored 20 goals before tonight, now has 21. But here's Hagi going inside Paul McStay. The Scots allowing him that shooting chance again, but this time he's well off target. Clearance by Sandoy. Well, the Romanians will be delighted to have this early lead, and I wonder if they'd be tempted to hold on to that, Billy.
Well, I saw a negative side to them in Italy, as I mentioned. I think they're an excellent side, but they do have the ability to hold the ball, and they do have the ability to defend well.
Lofted forward there by McCoy. Robertson could make nothing of Popescu. So chase there for Mathieu. He managed to keep the ball in play. He's wearing that unfamiliar number 6, allowing Brian Irvine to wear 5 for Scotland. Kimmy to Irvine. McStay makes himself available again for the back four. There's McAllister. Now McKimmie. Robertson's layoff trying to release McAllister. And McAllister having to scramble to make that challenge. He got a deflection there to give the throw to Scotland. Well, Gary McAllister's had precious few chances so far to demonstrate his passing ability from the middle of the field. It's given straight to Klein. Space again for the Romanians. Lakatush for the target. In steps Connor. Rotario being challenged again by McKimmie. The layoff came from Robertson. Martin McLeod makes an angle there for McKimmie. Not much space for the Scots coming forward. Popescu getting some help there from Popescu in defence. There's Hadji. Coyce made that challenge on Hadji. Hadji had expressed his respect for McCoist before the match, and they played in that European Cup tie, Steaua Bucharest against Rangers a couple of years ago. But so far it's the Romanians who have control of the match. They're stroking the ball around to excellent effect, and their system of 3 central defenders with a midfield augmented by their full-backs, Petrescu and Klein, is certainly paying off at this stage. And they've set the Scots some difficult problems. McLeish reacting to a call there from Andy Gorham. Gorham getting the ball early into the Romanian half. A bit of pushing there by Klein on McAllister, picked up by the Spanish referee. Scotland have a free kick, which Stuart McKimmie will take. Coyce and Robertson making plenty of runs out of your picture up front, waiting for the pass to be delivered. Here's McLeish arriving late. The head flick on finds Connor. This is promising for Scotland. Well, not quite so promising was the cross from Connor. And that Scottish attack breaks down. Rotario finds Lakatouche. There's McAllister. Martin McLeod has gone deep. Here's McLeish. Brian Irvin. Well, not quite what he intended. Turned back towards Sandoy. The dominant figure at the back is Popescu. Connor forced that error. Here's Malpass. Good change of pace there by Malpass. He's away from Mateut. No one at the edge of the box for that pass. Rotario picks it up. And the Romanians have space on the left. Klein and Rotario together. Busy little player here, Rotario. Switching the play towards Lakatouche. Trying to do things all by himself. That was a very good tackle by Malpass. Lakatouche a little over elaborate. Here's McAllister now in the middle of the field where he prefers to perform. Not enough options available to the Leeds United midfield player. He's the only man in the Scottish side tonight who plays his football in England. That really is remarkable. 9 home Scots, McAllister and Martin McLeod of Borussia Dortmund. Rotario picks it up, gets away from McLeod. Here's Mateut. Petrescu on the near side. He has Hadji peeling off to the right. It was well read by Malpass. Well, the signs at the moment are ominous for Scotland. The Romanians proving themselves to be the class side we fear they might be. Here's McStay. Now Robertson. Taken out of the play late there by Lupescu. Well, a timely reminder for Robertson that the Romanians don't stand on any ceremony. Lupescu also plays his football in West Germany for Bayer Leverkusen. Played across by Martin McLeod. There's McAllister sending it in early this time. It's headed away by Sandoy. Collected by McKimmie. Here's Martin McLeod. Well, encouraged perhaps by the heavy weather Lung made of his first shooting attempt. But no problem there for Lung and the Romanian goal. But Martin McLeod is certainly trying to make his presence felt in the Scottish midfield. Well, does this call for a change of tactics at this stage from the Scots, Billy?
I think what the Romanians have done in actual fact, Jock, I think they've anticipated that Murdo McLeod would try to mark Hadji, and they've pulled Hadji away onto this right-hand side. It makes it very, very awkward because Robert Connor, I think, is a natural left-sided player and he wants to play wide, that bit wider. to bring Murd all the way across would maybe disrupt our thoughts. But I think at the moment we've got to be prepared to push forward and go and meet them in midfield. We're sitting off them just a little bit. We've got 4 marking 2 at the back, and we're giving a little bit of an imbalance in midfield. I think we've got to be prepared to push forward. Maurice Malpas has got to come out there and be prepared to take Haji at different times.
Yes, the Romanians profiting from their 5 in midfield, leaving just 2 up, Kamataru and Lakatush. And if you've just joined us here at Hampden, scoreline, Scotland 0, Romania 1, the goal scorer Kamataru. And that certainly is an accurate reflection on the play so far in the match. Well, the Scots are putting in lots of effort. Robertson outpaced there by the rangy stride of Popescu. And the referee has penalised John Robertson for his attentions on Popescu. Well, determined marking by Sandoy and Lupescu, and Popescu, the spare man at the back with lots of pace. Popescu pushing forward there, met well by McLeod. Good play involving McStay, McAllister and McKimmie. The head flick on from McCoy. There goes McAllister. And that's why Popescu is the spare man at the back, escorting that back to Lung in goal. A promising play there from Scotland. Sylvia Lung, the 6'5" Romanian goalkeeper, had to go down very smartly there as McAllister applied the pressure. A good challenge by McKimmie. Scotland really have to make these tackles in midfield count. Once the Romanians settle in possession, they are very accomplished indeed. So 25 minutes of the first half gone. Romania are leading by 1-0. There's Paul McStay. Headed down by Lakatush. That appeared to be handball, yes. Mathiot misjudged that slightly. Plays for Dinamo Bucharest. Still hasn't joined the exodus to other European countries. His 47th cap tonight. Here's Eric McLeish with a free kick. Pumping the ball towards Brian Irvine in the box. There's Robertson! Good effort there by Robertson. It was deflected before it reached Lung in goal. And what a start that would have been for Robertson for his international career. Well, the high ball caused all the problems. The ball pumped into the penalty area there by Eric McLeish. That suggests perhaps the Romanians are vulnerable to that kind of approach. There's Paul McStay trying to create again. There's McLeod. And McKimmie had to make the tackle again to win possession back for Scotland, but the Romanians come forward again. With Mathiot in midfield. Picked up by Haji. Change of pace by Haji causes problems again for the Scots. Connor battling hard against Mathiot. Perhaps fortunate not to be penalised for that challenge, but this is what Willie McNeil wanted Malpas to do, surge forward into that midfield area. Good running by McCoist. Great chance for Scotland! McCoist at his best until the finishing effort. He looks very lively indeed up front for Scotland, but it was the intrusion into midfield of Maurice Malpas which made all the difference. Look at the run made by McCoy, screening the ball from the challenging player, going inside the next defender, and the shot pulled off target.
Interesting, Jock. Over the last few minutes we've had a couple of chances and both is